Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Catfish Weekly. I am Chad from the Fields to Water YouTube channel, and this is the Josh from the Weekend Angler
There we
YouTube
go.
channel. You'll notice that we have fired our boss. We have taken over Catfish Weekly by our lonesome tonight.
And
Let's be honest, we all knew that Santa was going to be very, very tired today. He is resting in his recliner, probably eating some cinnamon rolls. But we're going to get through this together, Josh.
Oh yeah. You know, he is not here tonight, but he is not relaxing either. Because I guarantee he is wondering what you and I have in store for his channel. So
that is probably a very fair point. Oh, we say hi to all of our beautiful fans.
That's what I was just thinking.
We got Mr. Mike Sampson. We got Whisker Dreams. What's up, Ricky? Nubby's Catfishing. Bill and Duke Catfishing, number 2139. Keith DeBose. Chad Thomason. Fishing with the Squirrel. Angler of the Ville. Fishing with JBT. Big Wrench, who is a member of the Catfish Weekly family. We appreciate you very much. QC Brian, Jeff Jacob.
Remember Danny Stone Outdoors?
I know. I was getting ready to say it, but I was so shocked that he made it in here on time tonight.
I know. He's been on it the past few weeks.
Yeah, normally he's one of them late entries that likes to make a grand entrance right towards the end. We got Jennifer Copley, Catfishing Fresno, the amazing Christina Dunnigan. Let's see. We got Mr. Dan Thompson, LG Bass, Catfish Viking, Sonny Catnapper Parker.
Hey, you skipped my favorite fields. Get hooked on D fishing.
I did.
Channel, who is also a channel member here at the Catfish Weekly. So,
welcome, wife, Mr. Maurice Kaysen, David Smith, Troy from Real and Virtual Outdoors.
You get Kentucky Redneck Outdoors.
Cool Cats Fishing, Carolina Catfish, Big Mike, Uncle Lou, Brian B., who's also a member, Mr. Dale Hayslip at Hooks and Hammocks.
There is Skeeter Reynolds. New name, says good evening, first time watching. Well, welcome into Catfish Weekly, Skeeter Reynolds. Thank you for joining us tonight.
We appreciate you joining us tonight. We got Bumpin' Mike Greenwell and Michelle from It's All Mine. And unless I missed any more, I'm at the bottom.
Let's see. Did you get Joe? Got Joe Newman on here. Chris from Hooks and Hammocks. Good look here. I think we got everybody. If we missed anybody, it was not on purpose. So,
well, not on Josh's behalf, but I probably missed you on purpose.
Well, Chad, this is the last Catfish Weekly of 2022. It's
been a great year.
It's been this year went by fast too.
Well, yeah, it has, but I'm just talking about in Catfish Weekly history. This has been a great year. Lyle made the decision to add you and myself to part of the team. And it only took a year, but he's already left us alone.
I know. It's like Dad turning you loose with his hot rod. So
yeah. So from me to Mr. Lyle, I want to let him know that he has. I'm not sure about the choice that he made, but to me, it is an honor to be included in the Catfish Weekly family and helping host this, and just bring a lot of great looks to this whole channel. I mean, you've got you, the brain, me, the looks, and him, I don't know what we call him, but.
Let me think on that one.
Okay.
No, it was definitely a surprise. You know, Lyle and I got to talking sometime first part of the summer, and he asked me about coming in as a co-host, and kind of it wasn't anything that I thought was even a remote possibility, but it was an honor to be brought in, and we've had a good time, and we've had some pretty good shows this year. So
that we have. I was actually looking through earlier, and you know, some of the ideas that we've came up with. You know, the Fishcathlon, Mythbusters.
Then we've had the hands-on seminars. We've tore reels apart. We've done changed lower unit oil and all kinds of stuff, and just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we've got some.
Keith from Fishing and Stuff's in here. Lyle's taking a well-deserved night off. I mean, he travels around the world on the 24th, and Santa Claus gets tired. So
He may or may not have had a wee bit too much eggnog as well in his travels. So we figured, why not give him the night off? And we've decided to come in here and kind of do a year in review for ourselves and the channel, and kind of end 2022 with a banger and just have some good conversations.
Yep. Chad, did you see who we have in chat tonight also? We have Mr. Doc Lang.
Mr. Doc Lang himself.
Who says he has snow in Alabama. I saw that a little while ago. I've got a friend of mine that lives in Hollywood, Alabama, and they were posting pictures of the snow. So,
you know, I heard they just named that town after Doc down there. So he's known as Hollywood already down there.
Hollywood Lang. That works. That works. Got to bring to it.
Doc Hollywood, you know.
Oh.
You know, right there, like what you're just saying, you know, the honor of being in the likes of Mr. Doc Lang as a co-host on Catfish Weekly, which I know about 100th of the knowledge of that man. But
I can promise you, Doc's forgotten more about catfishing than I will ever know. So
yeah. Well, I've been trying to sneak more conversation, get to know Doc a little bit more. You know, I even wished him a Merry Christmas, just to see if he'll, you know, open up that line of communication so I can ask him a fishing question in the next couple of days.
There you go.
But you know, it's been awesome. I value the ad of you as well, just because you have so many ideas. You know, your short tip Saturdays are so thoughtful.
Hey, I've been struggling here the past few weeks to come up with those. I've kind of hit a creator's block, I guess.
That's what I'm here for. All you have to do is look at me and say, what does Chad need to know?
What have you messed up recently so that I can there we go.
Maybe that's what Keith did. Keith was like, oh, Chad lost a phone in the water. Let me do a retractable leash for a phone. Okay, he really put that video out like the week before I did it. So kind of like he has that, ESP?
Yeah.
Like he knew it was coming. But yeah,
if you'd have watched Keith's videos and got you one of those, you wouldn't have lost your phone.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I think everybody here knows that I ain't the smartest man.
But I lost my phone the same weekend, so.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. Like our year, it's been a little wild and crazy because I was known before that as winter was really set in, and I threw my Uncle Lou rod with my Abu 7000 Catfish Special on it right into the river, and that was the talk of the town for months. No matter how many other people threw their stuff in the water, I never lived that down at the beginning of the year, and still to this day.
Chris Lee's in here. Said he could help with Short Tip Saturday. So
I think he's talking about an acting job.
Yeah. How and what to cook on your buddy heater. I like that one. I've got a butter heater. I'd like to do that. Make grilled cheese on it or something.
There you go. Doc's going to be on the water tomorrow.
Ooh.
I have about a foot and a half of snow inside my boat right now.
Oh, wow. See, Martin
Yeah.
SUK has joined us, as well as our sister and channel member, Betty Cross.
What's up, sis? Member Mark from Catfish and Profit, who I believe has this young fella. Where did I see him? I thought I saw him, Mr. Kim Burnett.
Hey, Kim.
On right after us tonight.
Yep. They will be coming on at 8 o'clock Central Time.
There's your tip.
Hey, there we go. Uncle Lou's been after me for that one for a while. I need to do that one for him.
No snow at Howard. Yeah, well, I'm not rich enough, Chris, to have a garage. So.
Yeah, I've got snow in the boat. I may try to take it out tomorrow. I ain't decided yet. So.
Yeah, I'd like to get out 1 or 2 days this week. We'll see how that works out. It's supposed to warm up. I think we're going to get almost to 60 degrees by the end of the week.
Yeah, so it's looking nice at the end of the week. And I will say this, the rain chance for Saturday has actually gone down by 20%.
There you go.
In the latest forecast. So hopefully it's not going to rain on us, or at least won't rain on us all day at Baldwin. So,
you know what we should do? We should send that rain all the way up to Mark.
Mark needs it.
He needs
and then
it.
eventually we get it, but we don't have to have the actual rain to do it. So
that's nice.
We win. It's a win-win.
What's up, Freddie?
Freddie said he working and listening.
My phone just automatically started playing this crap. What is up with that? What do you mean this crap?
Oh man, Bob. Thought we were better than that.
I know. I thought, that was back in February. I got to meet Bob for the first time, and I thought we had a connection. He let me share his chair there at CatCon.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's coming in here talking about this crap.
That's bad. Man, that's bad there from Sonny. 9 inches of ice.
You guys can keep that.
I'll pass on that one.
I'm already seeing pictures of people ice fishing up in Ohio. So
yep, I've seen.
No, thank you.
I don't do the ice fishing. Bob said you stole his chair.
I kept it warm. Carl, where'd he go? Carl Eric Pickett, welcome.
Yep. Hello, Carl.
I guess you call that, though, the official start of the year. That was a big YouTube meet and greet there at CatCon this year. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of YouTube people there this year.
Yeah. There was a lot, and there was a lot of new faces this year too. It's like a family reunion every year when we go to that, but we got to meet a lot of new people this year and had a real good time. And looking forward, we've got the next one coming up here in a couple months. So,
yep. We figured, whatever, D. Now B's calling me a thief because I stole it.
Stealing someone's chair when they get up doesn't mean they're sharing it. Well,
it is what it is.
True.
What else happened this year, Mr. Josh?
Let's see. What all happened this year? We had the big get-together that's become a yearly thing in May up at the lake that, as Mark puts it, shall not be named. Had a good time up there.
You mean the one that he lives next to that he doesn't fish?
The one that he lives like an hour and a half from and doesn't ever go to except when we're up there. So I think he does it so he can follow us around and actually catch fish on that lake.
Probably. I wouldn't put that past Mark.
Hey, Carl Pickett said he's looking forward to first CatCon this February. We should be out there, so definitely look us up.
Yep, I'm planning on being there both days, so I'm always willing to sign autographs. I'm pretty famous now. Mendota was, I mean, the lake shall not be named. Was always a great time.
Oh yeah.
Another Channel Cat record broke.
Did you break one this year?
I did. I broke my Channel Cat again this year. So
I did not up there this year. We I think Caitlin did. Caitlin got a new PB Channel Cat this year. And I want to say it was 16 or 17, something like that. So decent cat.
Yeah, she had a heck of a year this year with fishing. So
she did really, really well this year. She got to where she was, you know, there kind of comes a point where she's more of a help on the boat than a hindrance. And that's where we've crossed that threshold this year. I mean, we can launch the boat, and while I'm trolling us out to get us wherever we're going to go, she's in the back of the boat, trimming the motor down, getting everything, you know, trimming the outboard down, getting it ready. So we've crossed over to the point that she is a asset out there on the boat with me. So,
well, I've noticed that throughout the year, like even towards the end as well. Whenever she just whooped the tail of most everybody in the kids tournament.
She had a good kids she had a couple good kids tournaments this year.
Yeah, so. But you could tell how much more
her confidence is coming up. And I mean, I said it during the Halloween tournament there, the kids tournament on Roger Muskrat Adventures channel. I told her about halfway through, I said, I'm going to go to the front of the boat and sit down and drink coffee. I said, you're on rod detail. She stood back there and kept those rods tight and hooked up. And when she hooked up a fish, you know, Dad did what he's supposed to do. He goes to the back and nets it for her and helps her weigh it. But she was taking and getting the grippers on by herself. She weighed a few fish on her own, and 23.
Of course, I caught a 22-pound, I think it was 4-ounce Channel Cat, and Mark, who was on a boat by himself with no video, no pictures of the scale, nothing, nobody to verify that he wasn't holding on to the tail, caught a 23.5-pounder because he always has to try to outdo me.
I thought he was putting in that number that was on the – no, that was 22, wasn't it, on the fish counter?
25.
25?
Yeah, that's what's on the fish counter.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was referring to for a minute. Bob tried to sell his boat.
Bob's trying to sell his boat. I need a bigger boat.
He said, anybody want to buy a G3 1756 center console?
I need to go get mine. I got to be able to move the other one out of the way so I can get that one in the driveway.
Yeah, Betty, you and Brandon weren't too far away when she caught that one. That was the one day we were up at Mendota for a week this year, and I got Caitlin to fish with me one day.
Is that the day when D and I came out there and we had the 3 or 4 of them hit at the same time, and you were up there at the front of my boat?
Mm-hmm. That was when I was trying to figure out why my app would not control your trolling motor when I went out to Green the night before to link it up, and the night before it was working, but.
Mm-hmm.
Boats are like yellow. There's always room for more boats.
That's right. Let's see. Them D and I took a nice, awesome trip. We went out to Kerr for a few days, and got to hang out with all the one-tonners, and got to fish on the dock with Tom and Michelle. Ate dinner at Michelle's kitchen, where she laid out a smorgasbord and tried to make me twice as big as I already am, which is huge. We went up to James River for a day and hung out with the 2 stands. I got to meet Haz and Ernie and stand 3, fish up there with them guys. Let's see. Then we went down to South Carolina. We went to Wiley for a few days and met up with. We had a lake house that we had gotten with Freddie and Hooks and Hammocks. My buddy Bill, who had quite the adventure coming down, blew out both of his trailer tires.
Oh man!
Yeah. Oh, that's not even the best part. After they got those replaced and got back on the road, they had to stop again and replace both rear tires of the trucks. So.
Ouch.
He had quite a few problems. And then he had a flat tire on the way back. So we had a great time up there. That's when I lost my phone, the same day you lost yours.
Yep.
I lost mine at Wiley in the middle of a freaking online tournament. So
yeah, I lost mine right after an online tournament. We did I think that was the second day? First day or second day, I don't remember, of the Biggest Loser tournament on my channel.
That's right.
And we got done with the tournament, and I'm off goes the phone. But I did recover mine. I went out there, and I will say this: Humminbird waypoints are spot on. I went back to that waypoint, and I put a pole in the water, shoved it down into the mud, and what I planned on doing was walking out there with my waders on, hooking a rope up to that pole, and I was just going to walk circles around it. And every time I walk a circle, I'd go a foot further on the rope. That way I was going to cover everything around there. I almost stabbed that pole through that phone. It was about 6 inches from it.
Oh, wow.
That's how accurate that Humminbird waypoint was. So
I did not hear that part of the story.
That was it. And then I pulled the phone out of the water, held the power button, turned it right on, and it still works. So
now, see, I had only heard that you let it sit there for a week in 6 inches of water, and
it sat there for
went back and got it.
Sat there for a week at about 4 to 4.5 feet of water. So
about 2.5 Chris's. Got it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let's not let everybody forget that Chris lost his phone here recently in a tripod knockover accident.
Ooh. Pontoon Jody Catfishing has arrived. Hello, Jody.
Oh, who? I'm sorry.
So let's see. You got a new PB channel cat this year.
I did.
Did you get a new PB blue or flathead? No.
I was not able to break either of those this year.
I came close on my flathead. Missed it by a few pounds. About 3 pounds. Three more pounds would have done it.
I did that same exact thing with my blue cat. I was about 3 pounds off of my blue cat, but was not able to. I didn't even come close on my flathead.
I didn't come close on the blue this year, but with the river messed up the way it was, and gas $5 a gallon, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the river this year. I spent more time on Rend Lake and got to, it's not a, it wasn't a fail by any means, because spending more time on that lake, I ended up dragging baits a lot. And my confidence in dragging baits went up tremendously this year. So, I may not have been out after, even in waters that I was going to catch a new PB, but, I got confidence in a new skill. So,
what new skill was that?
Dragging baits. You know what?
Hold on. Say it one more time.
And now we've got that back there.
Josh likes dragging baits.
Yeah,
Josh likes dragging baits
on a lake. That's where I draw the line.
You'll get there on a river one of these days. JPT caught his new PB this year, a PB blue cat.
Congrats, JBT. There's Quiet Man Curtis has made it in. Okay, don't say very much. Oh yeah, you can run a tripod on a boat. You just gotta be real careful.
Very careful. Oh man.
I tell you what,
Yep.
I ended up doing the first time we fished. When we first fished the first couples tournament, I put the tripod at the front of the boat, right directly over the seat pedestal, and I took a big old eye bolt and dropped it through that hole on the seat pedestal base. Put a big washer and a nut on the backside, and then put a bungee cord, ran it from that eye bolt up to the bottom of that tripod. So the whole time it's yanking it straight down. We had wind that day, had some waves, and that thing never tipped over. So,
Yeah, that's the problem I have with the tripods is typically the wave, not even the wind. It's the pleasure boat waves and stuff like that just get it going crazy, makes you nervous.
Danny Stone says hot sauce challenge at Baldwin. Who's down for it? I know who.
I am not.
I know
not
who
down for that.
I know who has 2 thumbs and is, and that's this guy right here. So
you guys can take all that hot sauce you want.
I'll bring some hot sauce.
I'm good. I am good.
I might be able to get my hands on some good peppers too. So
let's see, what else did the 2022 bring along? We had a couple trips down to Bama. We had a bigger one planned. When was that? September? When did we go down? Yeah, it was September. September? No, that was last year. November this year. Yeah, because it was for our anniversary. We went down. Some people wasn't able to make it this year, but we had plans with, and we got to go down there, got to hang out and eat dinner with Doc, and I did meet some more people. Hopefully one that we'll have here as a guest here in the upcoming year on Catfish Weekly. I've already been talking to him about that. So, well, we got out there, even though we lost a whole entire day after my water pump decided to break down at 4:30 in the morning on a back road right before 15 minutes before we got to the water. So, but it worked out. Some great people down there, and it was nice having connections. And hated waking Mr. Doc up. Well, I didn't really wake him up, but I did shoot him messages like, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?" And a couple other people like Viking and Big Skip, and being able to reach out. That's one thing that's been nice about this community is having people you can kind of reach out to all around the country now. So,
absolutely,
got me squared away, and we went fishing. Did pretty good on the skipjack part of it, and no monsters, but we did catch a couple of decent sized blue cats out of Wilson this year.
We had talked about going to Christina and I had talked about going to Arkansas.
Really?
And it didn't happen this year. We just couldn't make it work. But she had found a lake, and I cannot remember. Lake Ouachita. That's what it is.
I've heard of that one.
It's supposed to be one of the clearest freshwater lakes in the U.S. and really has a good selection of species, and 2, all the species that they have seems to grow quality. That lake seems to grow quality ones. But we just didn't make it down there this year. Maybe next year we'll make it down there. So try out someplace new to fish.
Where else did we go? Did we go anywhere else this year? I think the only other travel really we've done was other than going up to the Ohio meet and greet, which was a great time. We got to you do their 2-rod limit, which is getting ready to change in a few days. They're going to a 3-rod limit.
I saw that. I saw they were
a few days, so that'd be nice.
And then they were. What's else? There's supposed to be a meet and greet down at Land Between the Lakes, wasn't there? But that didn't happen.
There was supposed to be a meet and greet last year. I think can't remember when that was supposed to be, but was getting it all worked out, and some things happened, and the people that were kind of organizing it and traveling decided not to do it.
Yep.
And have not hardly seen or heard from them since. So I'm not sure what all happened there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping that one was going to work out because that's not that far for us. That's a little bit over an hour. gets us right down there in the land between the lakes. So, Lake Watch Me, I'm tall. Chris, they got a sign out there at the boat ramp said you must be this tall to get on the lake. You'd be turned back. David Smith says that lake has the most pleasure boaters, or more pleasure boaters than any other lake in the state. That sounds about right too. So, but we've braved Lake of the Ozarks. So, did Chad freeze
No,
up?
Danny, we didn't do Land Between the Lakes. Land Between the Lakes. The year before, we had went down there, just Chris and Telly and Dee and I and the families, and then Josh and Christina stopped by, and Katie Collins, and drawing a blank on the guy's name to stop by with her. But yeah, we hung out. It was hot.
Yeah, it was really hot that weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was to be expected. Not like the lake that shall not be named in
it was
Wisconsin.
hot up there.
That was hot.
It was miserable up there this year.
I was burnt alive. Thank God for Betty Jean Cross and all the aloe that she brought.
I was tempted to jump in that lake a few times. That
would have been pretty cold, but yeah.
Next year, I'll bring me an inner tube with a rod holder on it, and I'll just sit in the inner tube. Y'all can tow me around.
If it's anything like it was this year.
But the year before, we were wearing hoodies and sitting out there in the cold rain, so it could go either way.
Yeah, just like Mark.
Betty said she did jump in it.
Did she really? I don't remember that. Goofball.
First days was hot, and it was fine. Yeah, well, that first day was windy.
Yeah, it was really windy, and then it turned really hot, and then I think towards the end, it started.
Well, we remember we had that cold front come through, and we had the bad storms come through.
Yep.
And then it kind of went from there. So, Creole.
This is our Christmas present to Lyle, who's not having to put up with us tonight.
Yeah,
we gave him the night off.
There ain't no telling what he's. I'm surprised he's not in chat. Honestly,
I saw him a little while ago.
Oh, was he? I was gonna say I thought for sure he'd be in there.
Oh, he's probably all snuggled up with a nice glass of eggnog next to Cindy watching.
Yep.
Trying not to fall asleep so she won't take any pictures and send them to Dockery or us.
And he said she didn't jump, she would have broke her neck, so she just fell off the boat flat on her back. Well, that works too. I did think about getting in the water up there. So,
Josh, 2023, you got any upcoming trips that you guys have been talking about this?
Of course, we'll make our yearly trip to CatCon Louisville. We'll make our trip to Mendota. I would like to still get down there to that Ouachita Lake down there in Arkansas. And I would like to, at some point, either get down to Alabama.
Let's go.
Or I really, really would like to get down on probably around the Golden Isles of Georgia, Savannah area, that kind of stuff, and try to catch me a tarpon. I really want to. Yeah, tarpon's top of my bucket list fish. I want to get one. So
interesting.
What about you?
Well, if I had the money, I'd be driving down tonight to go fishing with Doc in the morning. But now that I know he's fishing, but definitely trying to get some more trips this year down there to Bama. I love it down there. Would love to make it down to the Chattanooga area. Not only do I want to steal Bobcat's seat, but I want to steal one of his fishing spots too.
We ought to do that one day.
Yeah.
One of us pull a boat down there and go bump back there behind Mogga Dam.
There you go.
Go live. We're like, where are you at, Bobcat?
Oh, listen to that. Sonny Parker. If he had my money, he'd spend it. Yeah, no, we'll be going to Mendota. We got a plan trip over to Kerr again. We're going to try to spend an extra day or two at Kerr. And then we're going to go down to Wiley again to do a fish for a day or two and try to do another fundraiser tournament down there.
That'd be good.
Besides that, right now, that's really the only trips we have planned. Sometimes we're spontaneous. It depends on how the money's doing, what gas prices are looking like. And
Creole, we need to make that one happen.
yeah.
If we can get Creole up here. Then I saw where Danny said he's going to Florida in July. So
Florida in July.
Depends on when you're going to Florida in July, what part of July. At some point, we're going to have the, July is when we always do the Ohio River pool party. So,
yeah.
And I'm going to do I've been talking about it, and I'm not sure when it's going to be, but we'll be putting together a springtime tournament.
Yeah.
In 23, and it's going to be a little bit different than I like to mix it up a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit different than what we usually run, but I think it's going to be a fun one. So
Betty Jean, your lakes are like frozen now. I can't bring Dee up to go crappie fishing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Dee's already said Creole pick the date and let us know, so yeah, we'll have to go down there and see Creole in Tennessee. We need another. I tell you what, we had fun, and I want to say it was March, maybe April. A bunch of us. It was me and Parker, and I think Danny Stone and Fishing Freedom. A whole bunch of others went up to Kentucky Dam and just spent the day catching skipjacks. That
would be fun.
We had a good time down there. I ended up getting into them over at Barkley Dam. I think it was the second time they were all down there. I was striking out at Kentucky, so I said, well, I'm gonna go over to Barkley, and I got into was catching triples down there. So
really,
Dave Scott outdoors in Indiana.
Yeah, we had a what's that, Dave? We had a good time down last time we went down to Bama. Getting on them, it was slow in some time at certain times of the day, like in the morning, and then we tore them up at that last night that we were there. Well, I wish we would have had more time because
those things it's wild if you've never fished for skipjacks. They run in big old tight schools, and you will get into them. They'll be just fast and furious for 10 or 15 minutes, and then they just disappear. And then that school will work its way back in, and you'll be back on them again. But yep, Cody from 3+1. Alicia Barnett showed up there. Trying to think of who else. I know there was a bunch of us. Met Kevin Fishes down there that weekend. Finally got to meet him.
Yeah, I need to find time in 2023. I want to bring back my panfish tournament.
Yeah, I liked that one. That one was fun.
I didn't get to do that one this year. Steve Ransom, I am about 15 to 20 minutes directly south of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm in Kentucky, though. Yeah. This is going to be like the final thumbs up opportunity in 2022. So let's rock those out.
Yep. If you won't hit the thumbs up for me and Chad, hit the thumbs up for Lyle. That way he knows he needs to be in here on the next one. So
exactly. I want to double check because I believe I am 2 of those thumbs up. So yep.
Yeah, we can't let him have too many nights off, or he'll get to thinking that he can just take every week off. So, hey, good night, Sonny Parker.
Good night, Mr. Parker. Dominic Hollis and Tanya was there. They said,
"Yep." So, what tournaments are you going to do for sure this year, Chad? On your channel?
We're getting ready to have the 3rd annual Winter Blues. That'll be coming up January 14th and 21st. We will definitely do the couples tournament next year. I am considering moving that back, up a month. So might look at having that towards the middle to end of September.
Didn't you? It was in September this year, wasn't it? Or was
no,
it still?
it was October.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking that way, people that want to transition to some crappie fishing, like myself, will have that opportunity. That water starts cooling down, and I also don't want to be cooped up in the house where everybody else is out on the big, the big cats that are starting to feed up, and I'm sitting here watching you catch them. We will have the second annual Ladies Catfish Rumble put on by Dee and Nina. Like I said, I'd like to have the Slab Masters tournament again. I thought that was a lot of fun. Watching you and Doc Reed catch hundreds of fish at a time.
that was fun. I was sitting there by the end of that. I was like, somebody keep an update on where I'm at and how many fish Doc Reed caught. I was doing my best to just try to beat him on
numbers.
Yep. I got close. I was within 5 or 6 fish, I think. But
I've thought about some other ideas, but I don't want to overdo too many tournaments and take myself, because I work a 9 to 5, or really 8 to 7, 6 or 7 type of deal, like everybody else does, and my free time is the weekend. So if I put on too much, it's taking me out of being able to, do what I love. It helps me relax a little bit. So I want to make sure I'm out there. I want to do more fishing this year. Well, I forgot about that one, Mr.
Yeah, that was a good tournament.
This one was a lot of fun. So, yes, we will definitely do bumping for big ones again.
I caught a nice fish during that tournament.
How big was it? How big was your bumping? Bumping blue. My nose different.
It was 25 or 30, something like that.
I can't remember.
We'll find out who. Yeah, that ain't no kidding, Danny. Mississippi River rose up a little bit, then it's just dropping again. So
yeah, that's what Jerry Parker was saying earlier today.
The Ohio is dropping down here by us. Paducah has dropped like 6. Paducah dropped almost 4 foot in a day.
Honestly, I haven't even looked to see what we got going on as far as river levels, which I need to because I want to go fishing.
Yeah, over the course of 2 days, it went from 20 foot to about 15 foot. So,
yeah, which the bumping for big ones, I'll have to look again and see when we do that, because it gets tricky with the bumping for big ones because you want everybody to have current, and there's some areas like the Ohio, like how the Ohio we can have 3 to 4 mile an hour current, and all of a sudden it's a lake.
Oh, we could have nothing. Yep, that's. Which when did you do that one this year? It was
June.
Was it that late in the year? I thought it was like.
Yeah, I think it was because was it?
I thought it was closer to the springtime.
Well, I was trying to accommodate for a certain person who I wanted really, 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 really bad to be in it, but they had icebergs in the river until like September. Uncle Lou.
Yep.
But I can't remember what exactly it was.
That's what I was trying to find it here.
Let me.
Let's see, live.
Content. Live. May 28th, it was, D said. So we were both close.
Yep. May 28th. Yep.
Yeah, May 28th. Uncle Lou says not June.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was May. It was middle Creole spawn.
It was middle of Creole spawn, yeah.
Yeah.
So picking time for a tournament, if it was a local only tournament, it's easier to make up a timeline, right? This is going to be a great time for this, yada yada.
But when you're doing it north to south, you've got 3 months of spawn.
Exactly. I mean, you do it from all the way up in northern Iowa over to the Potomac, all the way down to Louisiana. It's hard to pick when the tournaments should be, right?
Parker posted a video of pancake ice on the Mississippi. Danny said, no problem. He has maple syrup.
There we go.
That's going to be crunchy. Danny.
Uncle Lou says August.
August be a good one.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to run it too close to the
Couples tournament.
Couples tournament's the issue. Because that's the other thing is August. That is the Ohio River. That is a lake.
Oh yeah, it becomes a lake.
Unless we have a lot of rain, that's going to be a lake.
See, Kevin from Palmetto Cats has joined us. Good evening, Kevin. Hey, Jimmy Geiger's in here.
Yeah, I have to think about that. Because I also have to do it around when our trips are, too. Because April and May, we have 2 pretty big trips where we're gone for, 4 weekends out of 2 months.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to bring Tacticat back for 23. And we're going to bump that back up to a 2-day tournament. I mean, we had a good Tacticat this year.
Yeah.
One, it was way later in the year than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, can we not do November?
Yeah, we won't be doing November. It'll be probably looking September, October, somewhere in there.
All right.
But Kevin says his afternoon nap got a little longer than
Hey, I took one. I made breakfast for the family.
I took one yesterday, but I didn't take one today, but I thought about it.
I took one yesterday too. I'm on vacation right now, so Dee was in there working. I made some breakfast, ate, fed her and the kiddo, and looked at her and said, "Well, it was nice seeing you. I'm gonna take my nap now."
Oh man,
I took a nice 3-hour nap, 3.5 hours.
Dee said she loved the Tacticat tournament. Freddie said it was fun. Yeah, that was one that always seems to. We've only done it for 2 years, but that one's always one that gets some attention. So,
well, it's good. It's an interesting way of doing it, and it to the anglers, it's fun but frustrating at the same time.
It's got to be. I've not fished that tournament. All I've done is hosted that tournament. So, but I have seen how frustrated everybody gets with it.
Yeah. What was it? Year 1 when Greenwell started out with that. What was it, like a 20-something pounder or something like that?
Yeah, he had
or 18. It was decent size.
He went in the wrong order.
It happens.
Parker was tearing up those little cats on that kayak up there at Baldwin. But it didn't happen for him this year.
Hey, name of the game.
Yep.
Same thing don't work over time.
Oh, Anthony from Yak Shore Outdoors put it to it.
Oh, yeah. And I'm actually, this weekend, I'm going to remove as many as I can from Baldwin so that Baldwin will be a non-issue anymore.
That one's going to be fun. We'll probably remind everybody of that. I know they're probably sick of hearing us talk about it, but this Saturday, the 31st, up at Baldwin Lake in Southern Illinois, they open the gate at 8 in the morning. So it's what time they'll roll in and get the gate open. But we're having a big old meet and greet up there. This being put on by Parker Pursuits. Of course, everybody's welcome to come up there. It's easily accessed for bank fishing lake. Come up. We're going to have multiple people going live and doing it through StreamYard. That way we've got all the channels up and down the bank there and just have a good old time. And hopefully the fish will be cooperating. So.
Yeah, as many YouTubers and people like Parker who have that TikTok one.
Yep.
We could actually do every other channel be like one on YouTube, one on TikTok, one on YouTube, one on TikTok.
Well, it is set. What was it? It's setting up to be a Parker versus Caitlin thing here. I forget how he said he wants to do that. I don't remember if we're gonna, whenever people show up, if we're gonna do the wheel or we can draw straws or whatever else. But
I just want to know, how do I get on Team Caitlin?
On Team Caitlin, that's what everybody. Danny Stone said he wants to be on Team Caitlin. So
I don't know if there's room for me and me and Danny both on Team Caitlin.
Yep.
Take care, Carl.
Good night, Carl.
Jimmy Geigler, that will be this weekend at Baldwin Lake in Southern Illinois.
Let me try something real quick.
Southern Illinois.
I'm going to try to share a link in chat here.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, if you would, please hit that thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate that.
See if it'll let me do it.
And if anybody did know, Mark from Catfish and Crappie is on at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's 8 p.m. Central. 9 p.m. God's time Eastern. Over at Catfish and Crappie, he's got Mr. Kim Burnett, the jig tying master.
She won't even tell me.
Crappie maniac. Should be a good show. Tim's an awesome dude.
There's Fish Yanker.
Caitlin, don't give out her secrets. So back off, Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin doesn't give out her secrets. She won't give them to me either. So we got
knowing her as much as she trolls me, I will not be on Team Caitlin. I'll be on Team Parker.
Dee said she's gonna go against Caitlin. She said you got to take on the best to be the best. So
let's do it.
Hoping for some good weather, but I did put a link there in chat to the Baldwin Lake boat dock. It'll take you right there if you're.
Yeah, it is. We've been down there and we fished side by side against Parker, and Josh was down there being his Joey. It was a fun time, and it's a fairly easy walk up and down.
Yeah, it is.
The problem you get is when it's got that 30, 40 mile an hour wind gust right towards you, because the bank isn't that wide, and you got to make sure everything don't fly, including yourself, over the hill.
It will take flight, but if you don't have that south wind right in your face, a lot of the times you don't get into the fish like you can. That lake does better if the wind's up. So
60 mile an hour wind's gonna be rough. 60 degrees with that wind might not be near as bad. So we might be all right with some wind those days.
Yeah, they're showing 54 degrees now, and let's see if it'll let me pull the wind up. It will not let me pull the wind up yet, so we're a little bit too far out for that. But hey, Joe Buck 66 in here.
I hope your dinner is good.
Hope it was.
Norma. See, I keep telling people I'm not that smart, but I'm smarter than that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be getting to meet Mr. Martin here in a couple months. He's flying in for CatCon. Looking forward to it. I think I really am, hoping for a great year for everybody. I really, really want to, more than anything, I want to bust my freaking Blue Cat. Amongst everything else, I want a new Blue Cat PB, but I also want to beat my channel. I want a 25 plus pound channel cat this year.
I want a new flathead PB this year. That is what if I could only pick one, I want a new. Which
I think you and I need to get together.
My PB flathead is single digits. It's 9.
I think you and I need to get together and do a weekend night trip, day night. We'll go out there Friday night and fish till Sunday morning, and we're going to get you one.
Danny said, wind will be 15 mile an hour coming out of Chad.
Really, Danny? I used to like him, but now I just constantly am saying the same thing. I hope he stubs his big toe. Or even better yet, his pinky toe. Creole, yeah. I wish I could get down there to hang out with you. I could care less about catching a PB with you. I just want to come down and meet you and hang out with you and Laura and do some fishing with you, brother. Might even bring along Shanti and Andrew. My PB blue is not that big.
What is your PB blue?
40.
Okay, that's a nice fish, though.
It is. That's my biggest wade.
Mm-hmm.
It's not again, it's not one of them fish stories, but it's a fish story that I have one that is definitely bigger. I could not tell you what it weighed.
PB is a personal best there, Norma.
Yes, personal best, Norma.
And you need Lyle. And I will say this: when you're making funny names, you got to have Lyle on screen. He's the one that read them. So
that's right. No, I've and what's funny is as much traveling I've done, broke my channel cat record or PB twice up in Mendota. I've beat my flathead out in the Carolinas, but my blue cat was around here. So got many of them in the 30s. Just can't seem to find one bigger.
I have trouble breaking that. I haven't broke that 50-pound mark yet.
Yeah.
So I'm at like 48 and some change.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This guy right here, the one that I'm talking about that I don't have a weight on, was there with me the night that I caught it. Lake Cumberland, down by Wolf Creek Dam in the lake. I caught that and a striper that was monstrous. Both of them on chicken liver the same night. Oh, and all I had was one of them old scales that had the spring, and it was literally rusted out.
Oh, that's always fun.
And this is the other reason is D has a equivalent PB of mine, but I have a bigger channel cat and a bigger flathead than hers. So I actually wish she would break mine just so more people could give me more grief.
Oh, well,
and the way I see it, Josh, the bigger fish she catches, the more into it she is, the closer we get with doing it, and we just, build a better bond with it.
It is a win-win. So,
all right, D, start planning this trip.
Go bumping with Uncle Lou.
Yep,
that'd be a good trip.
Yep, and J-Dog, he has a bumping rod, and he can tag along with us if they want to go. My PB channel cat is 22 pounds, 4 ounces.
You got me beat by just a little bit on that one. Mine is 20. Shoot, what is it? 20.8, just under 21.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is 21. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I've broken both of mine the 2 years that we went, and D has broken hers as well.
I came really close the first year we were at Mendota. I came really close to getting a new PB channel. Christina got a new PB channel. Well, I think,
I'm trying to think, last year I think I caught an 17 or 18 pound, and that was what I broke mine with. I can't remember.
And then she only got to fish one day of it this year because we went out and John was not having it being in the boat. He was not enjoying life. So,
yeah, maybe this year will be a little bit different.
Yeah, we'll see what we got there. Danny said he got his Lyle Stokes jigs in today, threw some skipjack killers in there. Nothing wrong with that. I thought for sure Danny was going to win some last night on my channel. We were doing a Christmas open mic night, and a bunch of us got in there tying jigs and giving them away.
Yeah, Steve, I before these trips started, my PB channel was 12 pounds. And then the first year, I can't remember what it was last year, but it was like upper teens, I think, something like that. And I think Dee's was 12 or 14 pounds that year, first year. And then she broke hers, I think, twice in one day up there this year. So now we're looking to try to get her over 20 pounds. And I want a 30-pound channel cat, but my goal is 25. That is.
Oh yeah, that's
my goal.
That's that's an achievable number up there.
Oh yeah.
So
I have a 34-pound flathead PB, and I'd like to beat it too. But my want is more driven for a blue cat.
Yep, old Matt stole Danny's mojo last night. Matt won. It kind of worked out good because Matt was eyeing those 1/32 ounce jigs that I was tying with that cord, and he was
Yeah.
digging those, and then he ended up winning that set of jigs. So that worked out really well. So
Good.
we're gonna give those to him up there at Baldwin this weekend, and we go from there. But Chad, it is 8:01, and I could keep going, but Mark has a really, really good guest tonight. So,
Well, how nice was he to me earlier?
was he nice to you earlier, or was he mean?
No, that's what I'm saying. We should probably just keep going. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I won't do that to Mr. Mark. Catfish.
I won't do it to Kim. So
yeah, okay. I won't do it to Kim.
Yeah. If it was just Mark, I'd do it to him. But guys, make sure you check out Mark from Catfish and Crappie. Comes on right after us. He's got Mr. Kim Burnett on there tonight. It's going to be a very good show.
Yep. Everybody, make sure you guys head out on that. Before you go, please hit the thumbs up if you already haven't. That way, maybe Lyle will see that we did an okay job and you guys enjoyed it, and we may be able to keep our jobs at the end of this.
Yeah, we might. We find out if we get our contract renewed for 2023. So,
yeah. Don't forget, Mark from Catfish and Crappie. Go over and check them out. Mr. Kim is an amazing crappie angler and amazing jig tire. So go check them out.
Yep. Hey, guys, it's, coming up on amateur night this weekend. So just remember that if you're out driving around on New Year's Eve, that there's a lot of people that drink once a year and they decide to drive. I don't want next Monday morning to be talking about somebody getting injured or hurt or killed or anything, or doing it to somebody else. So stay home, enjoy yourself, whatever you got to do to, celebrate safely. And let's all be around above ground in 2023. So
get it. Let's go catch some fish next year.
Sound like a plan. All right, guys. Have a great week. Have a great new year.
Have a great week, everybody.